last time on Magic the Gathering Arena. Although there was some weird ordering issues with the videos, in the proper last episode we were able to make some new decks based on some decks that we saw from our opponents, and also update some of our decks to be even better with also cards that we saw from the opponent. So in this episode I really hope that we're able to make even better strategies, refine our ones that we're already playing, and of course win a lot of games. So let's get into it. Hello everybody and welcome to another video of a Magic the Gathering, the game that we all love to gather around for. So we're gonna go look at the daily deals because deals are yummy. Seems to be on lands today, which I don't really have much interest in. At least these are like more. Why are the normal lands like so freaking expensive? And then like the lands that actually, I guess the idea is because it's like, oh, but it's the normal land, so it's cool. So, previously where we left off, feels like a freaking TV show on TV. Oops, I keep pressing the wrong buttons, sorry, I'm dumb. But we did get to silver rank. I played more and more and more, and we got to silver rank. So we're gonna continue playing the deck that we'll resume editing. I don't know if it's the deck that we're playing today. It is. Okay, good. Yeah, so this is a lesser aggro, and we're actually going to -1 here and +1 here. We got another copy of this. And as you saw, if you watched the previous episode, if not, welcome to the deck I love. It's called a lesser aggro. So I'm going to make a quick overview of how the deck works and how I hope it will run. So essentially, it is a full-on aggro deck that wants to high roll like hell. The idea is that we Cecil, or, you know, like, turn 1, we can just Temple of Malice. So, like, one of the ideas is that we can, like, play any of our 2-cost cards, play a Flail, and then discard the Phoenix with the Flail to be able to have a 4-something. And then, because we should have 1 red mana left, we can just pay 1 red mana to infinitely revive the Flamewake Phoenix, constantly having flying pressure, constantly being able to attack and attack and attack, which triggers our Alesha, our Gutless Plunderer, and our Perforating Artist, which allows us to continuously gain and apply pressure to our opponent until we win the game. We have a little bit of ramp in Terminus of Ruin, we have removal in Bitter Triumph, we have searching and more attackers that just we can fruitlessly attack with, well, ruthlessly, sorry, because if they kill the skeleton, we get to search for any card we want, including this card. And furthermore, discard synergies really help because we can get things like Undead Sprinter or a target for Alesha, as well as Flamewake Phoenix to the graveyard. So pretty cool deck. We have Mai in it. Hopefully that goes well. We have a new version of Gilgamesh Artifact. Blah. Bit coffee today. So standard ranked, we're gonna play a best of 1 with a lesser aggro, as it's now called. So hopefully this time around we'll have a lot better time. I was winning a fair few of my games. We do have a louder sound effects for this video, so we'll see how that goes. This is a fairly decent hand. We can Malice into Mai. So we used to have Garland in the deck, but I removed Garland because I feel like Mai kind of fits, for this deck, fits the theme a bit better. Demand answers, we don't really need that right now. Ooh, black v black. Interesting. I'll play my Mai, Scornful Striker. So now they play a spell of their own, especially one that uses life, they pay so much more life, which can be good and bad. Next turn we'll play... Oh. Awesome. We'll then play our Gutless Plunder. We will choose just a land, because we already have a flail in hand. It feels kind of sad when you have one of these boards where like it's obvious that they're like, hey, we have pets in the game, and then it's like, oh, these are non-land, so you're not gonna do that for sure. Do I want to kill that? I feel like there's more pressing matters to attend to. We can play this swamp because they don't know the other card in our hand. And then we can just pay 3 now. To make my even more painful. At the moment they don't have anything that has the ability to attack. Properly defend, so we'll just hit them for big damage. At the very least, my ensures that our opponent takes damage, which is instrumental in making Perforating Artist actually be more of a threat. A lot of the time, your opponent just has a bit too much health, so they kind of just aren't able to deal with things. So we currently have the ability to play Bitter Triumph into summoning our things. I think that is what we shall do. I'll simply discard a card to kill this. This. I don't think we have mine in the grave, we don't. But we can still attack anyway. Unless you're back in the field. So it seems like we're playing against mono black. Well, we'll just make our Gutless Plunderer more powerful. Because if they block it, they just die, so they kind of just have to take this damage unless they want to get rid of the fucking 6/6 they just played. And that's the other thing about this deck, is so many cards have Death Touch that the opponent just doesn't want to block. Because if we just had, like, you know, a 2/2, it wouldn't have really been a threat, even with our cards and stuff. But now it's a 2/2, that's a 4/3 that has Death Touch still. So it's like, well, I don't want to deal with the Death Touch. They can pay to unlock the other side to this. If we can control a demon, gain 2 life. And I have 3 mana. Okay. So I'm doing 2 damage a turn currently. If we draw Arahim, we'll be in a really good spot. Oh, never mind, that's also a really good spot. Okay, buddy. Health, or getting rid of your artifact, or discarding a card. Probably a card in hand you don't want here. We do need something to deal with this bloody demon. But they can't really attack. Oh, never mind, they can win the game. Fair enough, GG. Yeah, Luis is a cool card. I was editing the first video episode of the series, and I was like, Man, it's insane how much I like Louis, and we don't play him in any of our decks. Waiting. Play again. But yeah, I've been watching Dungeon Soup a few weeks ago. Made a compilation of season 1 of Chaotic Good Barbarian, and I was just like, I gotta watch it. Such a good web show. Potentially good hand. If we draw a discard card, it's fairly good, but we also just have turn 1 Dark Knight. Into turn 2 Cash of the Case of the Trash Skeleton. Or we just have High Wall. I like High Wall. This is what I mean. Like this deck can be so cool. Just immediate, just like pressure. Before, like if we get a mana, then we're really in the. Okay, no mana. Yet. Discard a card. Discarding the Phoenix. Damn, no mana. However, no issue. 2 damage goes through no matter what. Already so much pain and suffering. So they're probably not going to attack because they just feel like they will need a block. And that's where we're going to hit them with the good shit. So we don't have the ability to play a land. So I'll play this. I'll activate this. I'll discard a card. Targeting this. Discard this. Go next. Attack. And you now have 1 turn. You have 1 turn to either gain life or deal with my Phoenix, in which I can not buff it, unfortunately. Get rid of your friend. Morbid, gain 20 health. God damn it. We now have this, so we can now play this. I feel like if it was truly smart, it would have left enough power for the Phoenix to be played. But yeah, there we go. Like that's how crazy this deck can be. Just immediate like pain and suffering. I made I think the name of the series is gonna be Magic the Gathering Road to Mythic. I think Mythic is the highest rank you can get. Ooh, Live or Die. Cool card. We're gonna basically play until we finish this. One of the things that's really annoying is when I was editing, because I was very sick when I started playing Magic. I was coughing a lot, so I had to edit like all the coughs out. So I was like, God damn it. Unless it was just like a kind of cough, where it's like, it's more like just being human at that point. I mean, yeah, that's pretty good. Hit him with a silly Billy. The next year. Interesting. And then we'll play Case of the Stashed Skeleton. Mobilize our troops. Awesome. We don't need another one. Do I want to play a Lesher? I think I do. I think I want a full send aggression right now. So we'll do this. Discard a card. Target this. Unfortunately, can't get that. But we can start a lot of damage. End turn, we bring back our friend. Discard one. Draw one. Next time we have Cecil up. The good thing about the skeleton as well is having Menace on it. It just makes it so annoying. We need to get rid of our Cecil. Yep, I'll just auto pay that. All in. So that is 7, 9. Okay. They have like a little bit of health. If we had the ability to do 2 more damage, it would have been funny. But anything they play, we can just kill with Bitter Triumph. Yeah. Sorry, buddy, but the aggro must aggro. But that's what I mean. Like, you don't have to start with a like 1 mana card to do aggro really well. You just need to be able to make a board that can do things well. Like, you can like summon Flail turn 1. Summon a guy with trample, and then do some stuff. We've also removed all sounds other than sound effects, as I was saying earlier, just because Sparky can be very annoying. Furthermore, as I found with the first episode, I'm just going to use Yugioh Master Duel music and other music that I have that you can use because negligence. I mean, we'll get a land. We might not win this one, but there's hope. Let's see you later, boy. I said you're a skater, boy. Interesting. Yeah, this is the problem sometimes with Magic, is when you don't draw into a card that has, like, you're just, like, waiting on lands. Yeah, because she has the ability to tap to add mana. Well, I want to get rid of that, actually. I think I actually do. We'll pay 3 life for this one. I feel like getting rid of her might be good just because they're obviously going to use it for ramp. And I don't have the best hand. Okay. So they tapped it to give it hexproof. Yeah, that's fair enough. Yeah, there we go. There's the loot into an extra land, into tap, into more stuff, into crazy crap. Could you give me a mountain? That'd be pretty base. I mean, I guess that works for now. Any turn that damn skeleton isn't attacking is a time for a thwacking. So they can play 2 lands if they have it, so they can get to 7 mana this turn. 7 mana is a very scary number. For green, it's typically 8. That's like the really crazy stuff. But they could easily play like a 6/6 trample guy into landfall, into having essentially a 10/10 on field. Or something like that, yeah. Yeah, so Ruby's now way bigger. You know, I'm just gonna let them have this one. With the power of bad draws have finally caught up to me. After those first 2 games, it was like, nope. It was fine. Like, it was I was bad, I didn't mulligan a potentially bad hand. But yeah, like, I've really been enjoying this game. Really want to get a lot of content ready. What I'm thinking of doing is, obviously by the time this video is out, it would have already started, but I'm going to be doing a PvZ DLC mod thing. A viewer, I might put the comment on screen. I have a bad memory, so who knows when I'm editing this. But the comment was like, hey, you know, are you going to do more PvZ content? And I pretty much just said it as I've said it 1,000 times, which is, if there's something that you want me to do that's cool, send it, and I'll give it a go. Otherwise, I can't really do much. Which is just how I feel on the matter. Ooh, this is an interesting one. Because I can get my ramp out early. I feel like that is probably the play. Look, they have a little friend. It's like a Tombury, but very different. It's like the King Tombury or whatever that one is, where it's like Giga Ultra damage. Could play that anytime, but this is actually really good. The fact that we can Terminus into Flail. And then I don't think we'll attack just yet. We can demand answers next turn. If we draw land, we can answers into Mai, which would be really good. They just have if they just have bullshit, there's nothing I can do. I just have to go. Next turn, pretty much guaranteed. I doubt that they're not going to attack. We can get Cecil. Interesting. So do they have 2 lands? They don't. You can Cecil naturally too. Okay, so how do we want to play this? Demand Answers is 2 mana. So this is 5 mana total. So yeah, we can Demand Answers, discarding a card, discard Mai. into a Lesher. Into attack the Cecil, no matter what it goes through. Yeah, because even if they do that, I still get my benefit. And now Maya's out. So now I have a much more annoying field that you have to deal with. And surprisingly, that was enough. Maybe they just didn't have a way to deal with... Ooh, starting silver, you actually lose rank. Little pips. So you get 2 for win. This is what I mean. This is like the perfect type of ranked. You win, you get 2. You lose 1. It's a feel-good situation. It's the way that every game should operate when it has a ranked mode, in my opinion. A win should always feel better than a loss. Counter target creature spell unless the mana plays 2. I mean, I guess for like counter spell, literally 1 mana, like, that makes sense. It's kind of good in general though, actually, because it's like, up until 4 mana, they can't really... That name with Avatar is truly something. I'm gonna be risky, and I'm gonna keep this hand. Hello, Boyfish. Bushwhack, get a card. So we're gonna flail. Into mine. Shared roots, they're going really good. That's really rough, actually. Okay, you can do it like this. Do this. Flail, discard a card, target this. Discard this. Go to combat, that activates, go to page. Get some aggression. Okay. They are playing a deck of all time. I'm just gonna activate this. We're gonna discard a card. We're gonna target the Phoenix. We're gonna discard a Mai. I'm gonna just... Is my better rank? Because if I play my... If they have any more ramp... I think if they have any more ramp, yeah, mine's probably the better pick. The combat, we won't attack the Cecil. But we do have the guaranteed Flame Wake Phoenix damage. Which is gonna do numbers to that health bar. 5 mana. Another... But they can't attack. Because I have Death Touch. They do have 2 mana to play around with. And next turn I'm gonna play Bitter Triumph to kill one, so... Okay, but Lily does nothing. I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna discard a card, I'm gonna kill this one, may as well. I'm gonna discard this. Damage, doesn't matter. I'm gonna flail. I'm gonna discard a card, I'm gonna target mine. I'm gonna discard cash. I do not get back my Phoenix, unfortunately, but I am able to attack yet again. turn. Next turn, I'll be able to attack and get more stuff. Okay, he still can't deal with my bullshit. Okay. Man, what a beautiful situation to be in. This is what I mean. The deck is 1/3 land. And yet you can't draw a land to save your life in this game? Discard a card, but I have to. Combat. Oh, man, I hate that we're gonna lose this game because of the fact that I just don't have the mana. That's so unfortunate. No blocks, you can have it. Yet again, just so sad that the only reason we lost that game is because I just couldn't get that one mana there. That one little blip of mana. That's how it is sometimes. Because yeah, if I could have Bitter Triumph, took 3 damage if I had an extra land. And then we would have summoned a Cecil back there, and then we would have won. But that's how life goes sometimes. Don't draw lands for shit. Like half the time I'll accept a hand that just has 3 lands, just because half the time it's like, no, you're just not gonna, all the lands at the bottom of the deck, fuck you. I'm gonna mulligan this one just because, yeah, that's a lot better. I'm gonna get rid of 1 perforating artist. Give him a good. It's so annoying that you have to go click to do the emotes. Blue red, that's like the scariest thing they could play. I'm gonna play this. And now we have the opposite problem. Now we have too many lands now. The duality of life. Half the time you have no lands, half the time you only have lands. It's one of the really sore spots of Magic, is when you just really feel like you can't do anything. That's a good card. We'll play this. Next, we don't need to be able to attack with Alesha. We probably could have just played Alesha, but I'd rather than maybe bait out a removal spell, maybe. Is that a max speed thing? Whenever you cast an artifact, create a 1/1 copy. I'll play Alesha. They're gonna block with the 3/4. Alesha brings it back. Just need to give him a tutorial on how the deck works. These decks that have affinity for X are so scary because it's like, yet again, like, affinity for artifacts. 2 mana card, and it's like, wait, what? Interesting that that's an artifact. Yeah, I can't block any of that damage, so that's just 4 damage. That's so nice to see in a way. So I can attack for free because I have first strike. With a Lesha. I think playing Cecil is the play here. And then we'll go into battle. We'll attack with a Lesha. So gain 1/1. If you have Zap or a card that is equivalent to Zap, now's the time to bloody play it. Okay, first strike damage. It's because they can tap with this and they don't want to. And then we'll hit the Gutless Plunderer. Also remembering that anything we put into the graveyard we can summon if it's a creature. Anything that is a creature we can summon. I think we will get a bit of Triumph to hand. And then we have Lesha bringing back the Phoenix, because you can actually block the 1/1 with this. Now we have a really obnoxious board that they have to play into. And then they just play like fire spell, deal 2 damage or something, and it's like, oh, well, okay, fair enough. Like, deal 2 damage to all non-flying would be really annoying. Yeah, fair enough. Pay 2. Face down card. We can definitely just kill that. Such a large map. So if they attack with the 3/4, we're golden. If they turn attack with the 3/4, we're golden. For other reasons. They don't want to attack. Okay, do you want to attack? They do attack. We will block this with this. We have a bit of Triumph for our turn and their turn. We're gonna have to pay a lot of life to use it, but I think killing this is worth it. That's actually, I think, a really good deal. Okay, so we want to attack with you for sure. We want to attack with you for sure. Attack with you for sure. We can attack for you for sure. Yeah. Interesting. Yeah, I can't believe we literally don't have anything else. They can play 2 spell. Oh my god, this is like crazy. So they have 2 gun. Oh, I think I actually just lose here. Oh, as unblockable. I was like, I can block the Cecil though. Fair enough. He has a fairly decent theme. It really doesn't fit the dark version of him, I will say. Like the flipped version of him, it fits that a lot more. But like, yeah, because I was like, oh, maybe I'll make like a FF style command board for like a like, comment, subscribe kind of thing, where it's like, play Cecil turn 1. Freaking cloud search diamond pit, like, you know, things like that, where it's like things that I like my decks are about. But then I was like, I don't know if I can do that. But if presented the possibility, I would like it. Whoa, 999. Power of 999. Hit video game franchise. Dragon is unresponsive. Is the game like not working right now, or did the internet decide to shit itself? Oh, there we go. Yeah, I'll keep this hand. Come on. I understand why they have to mulligan and you have to mulligan. It's so annoying that you can't just mulligan while they're thinking about their hand. Okay, so if I were to play Cecil, yeah, I think I turbo. We play Cecil. Second turn, we play Mountain, we flail into Phoenix, into 6 damage face. We then Malice into Mai, into another 6 damage face. So they've taken 12. So they only have 8 left, and every spell they play will now deal damage to them. They're playing black-red. Oh, you're an asshole. Do I want to play the flail now? I think we summon the creature. It's 2 damage to us, and I was already going to do that with Cecil, so why would I not do that with Mai? Also, yet again, so happy that like I can just spend a token, a free token on the battle pass to just get this cool artwork. That and Grand Iroh, like both of them, is like really cool. A little bit of an ouchie. Discard a card. And the thing that's good is because of the flail now encourages a playstyle that's really cool and interesting. Which I think is just really neat. The fact that the flail now can discard Flame Wake Phoenix, which then allows you to just summon the Phoenix, I think is a really, really good thing for this deck. Just being able to have like actual discard synergies. Because in the old previous version of this deck, I was really like, we need something that does like deal with it, and we just didn't have it. Real Malice. Terminus. That would be nice. I guess I can keep that. I can just play Risky Shortcut to draw 2. If I want to keep it alive, I can do stuff, but I'm honestly fine with just killing. Like getting it killed with the 2/1/1s, because that means they don't have anything. Okay, and they don't even want to attack, so. It's also like, it's like Karakuris in Yugioh. I kind of like the idea of a card that has to attack in a aggro deck. Wow, they summoned the almighty third bat. Do I have anything interesting in the graveyard? I kind of do. Terminus of the turn. Into Alicia. Into Flail. Discarding a card, of course. Target this, force them to do something. Get rid of Cecil. Make it so now if they play spells again, they get more damage dealt to them. Everything I have has first strike, so it's going to be very freaking annoying. Because my 3/3 will be able to deal with theirs for free. Unless they play like a card right now to deal with it. Nevertheless. Interesting. I have this card too, and I was like, is this card great? Okay, so now we'll play Gutless. I would like Perforating Artist. We can play Fear of Missing Out. I think we will. Just to immediately get that. We'll end it. We'll bring back Phoenix, so now we can block their 3/3. I love being able to use Flamewake Phoenix in a defensive manner. It feels so cool. Jesus Christ. They don't have the mana to really play anything substantial, because we don't have any 1 mana cards that are actually worth playing, except for Cecil, which we can beat. So At the end of the day, this ain't gonna win you the game. So they can attack with the 3/3, in which we can block for free. Then we Perforating Artist. We put a lot of strain into them. Whale, discard a card, target mine, discard you, go next, Alicia, mine, Okay, I think we only need one more win, so if we get that win in the next 2 games, we'll also rank up, so that's really cool. So, hopefully, one of the things I like for a game like a Hearthstone type of game, like a card game kind of game, is you can go up, but you can't go down. It's just a matter of like win-loss ratio. Like, is your deck able to actually just win? Is it good enough to win consistently? Like, if it has a 55% win rate, then you can get up, because eventually you're going to be playing really, really good players. So your deck being good enough to still win 55% of the time, and you have enough dedication, is, in my opinion, a good idea. We'll keep this. Because we can Temple of Malice into Swamp, into Sprinter, or Skeleton, depending on our situation. Blue-black, I don't like that. We don't need more land, at least right now. I have this little very unresponsive guy, kind of just like, hey guys, sand elemental here. I think I play this case because I want to be able to potentially be extra annoying. Next turn we're going to be playing an Undead Sprinter anyway, so being able to get 4 damage next turn is probably good. And if they try to unsummon it, it's like, well, have fun with that. It's a freaking token, and if you unsummon it next turn, I get to just get any card I want, which would definitely be Terminus of Revenge in this case. Terminus of Soulstone. Awesome! Thank you for solving my riddle, buddy. Interesting. Is this person just playing a blue-black deck? As is. I'm gonna play without the extra card for now. Yeah, Alesha's good. If they block here, they literally just don't gain anything, so they're not gonna block, so we're just gonna be able to attack. It said see you later. I have a freaking song from Triple Q stuck in my head. They did a really good, I think it's the second one they've done where this song doesn't plagiarize at all. And the entire point of the song is it's a mashup of like semi-popular songs or things that would be copyrighted. And it's just a bop and a half. It's very 2000s nostalgia. They're really thinking about blocking with this 2/2. That's funny. It's also cool to see a black and blue versus black and red. Really interesting. That's crazy that they did that. Next time we get a Lesha, which does mean we can get back our Sprinter for free if we have a way to attack. Yeah, I think they're literally playing the blue-black structure deck, so we might be able to win this game. Never count someone out though. That's how you lose. I'm gonna discard this. I do want this to stay around, but I also want to attack. So they can't block with the 2/1 anymore unless they want to mill, which they can. And now I deal 3 damage face and also get to attack, unless they have like a stab in hand, in which case fair enough. Good play actually. Awesome. So next turn we can Alesha. Bring back the Gutless. Gutless rearrange the top cards of our deck. Really nice. Yep, that's what I was worried about. This is pretty much the card that makes the deck. So we only have 3 mana currently. So if I were to not kill that, it would be a rough situation. There's no way I can play both the things I want. However, drawing... The problem is, it could easily have a card that does it. The question is, do we cash for Case of the Scratched Skeleton? Get a land, play the land, Bitter Triumph, attack. I think we do. Because at this point we really do need lands. Battlefield for a second. We'll take a mountain. Play mountain. Triumph. We'll just hit a life. We have a lot of it. We'll kill this. Literally the boss of the deck, essentially. Okay, end turn. Next turn we can Alesha comfortably, and if we draw a land, we can Alesha with a bit of Triumph, which puts us in a very winning position. Very good winning position, rather. We could also Alesha Blood into stuff. Can send him a ominous Tombury. It's really funny. I have a friend who calls themselves Tombury because they love the enemy Tombury from Final Fantasy so much. So every single time I say it, I'm like, my friend, and I'm like, well, no, I mean literally the Tombury in the video game. Yeah, I think they've kind of given up. Or maybe, I don't know. Maybe they had to literally just go and do something. I did get what I want. However, I don't have a board, so I will just play cards. First Strike is such, like, another reason why I cut Garland from Mai is just First Strike. Like, on top of the fact that we only have 13 spells, or cards that aren't creatures, it's also like, yeah, no. Yeah, unfortunate for them. It's crazy that they got silver though, like really good job, mate. Like getting silver is not that easy. So we want to flail here. We'll discard a card. Target you, we'll discard Swamp. A bit of Triumph, targeting this. Take a bit of damage. They get a totem. We get an Undead Sprinter. And I'm no mathematician, but that's 10 damage a total. Which means they only have the ability to play one card again, GG. Awesome. Deserved rank up to Silver 3. Really good. We actually got to play a deck and actually show off a deck that works. And it's basically my pet deck. Like, this is the deck I think is the most fun and interesting right now. At least for me, a new player. So yeah, we got our extra little card, Secluded Courtyard. Choose creature type. Interesting. Unfortunately, we didn't get anything for going up a tier, which seems weird. I guess only like Spark and Bronze give you things, and then everything else is kind of just go into the world. Yeah, have a lovely day. Hope you really enjoyed the video, and I'll see you all next time.